Hello, welcome back to another episode of Love Your Body, Love Your Life. Hi everyone, happy summer. How's your summer been? Mine has been really busy, like extremely busy. I went to Vegas with my family about a couple weeks ago. And ever since I've gotten back from Vegas, my days are just really just packed, jam-packed. I actually bought a treadmill for my house because I haven't even been able to make it to my hot yoga classes. I've been making one a week, which is completely unlike me. I normally go 3 times a week. So that just tells you how busy I've been. Vegas was fun. I spent a week with my family. We have a family trip every year where everyone gets to come together and just enjoy, catch up with each other. We all live in different places. I live in Orange County. My brother lives in Texas, and most of my family lives in Pasadena. And then I have my niece, nephew, and their dad in Atlanta. So I got to spend time with teenagers. And I got to spend time with my baby nieces who are 1. And they're the joy of my life. I love them so much. They're just so cute. And what else? I got to sit at the poker table with my dad and watch him play and listen to men talk. So that's always interesting to hear the way they interact with each other, and they just have their margarita in their hand and they're just playing poker and talking. So I always act like a fly on the wall and just enjoy. Yeah, so that was Vegas. And then when I got home from Vegas, I had a photo shoot planned the 19th, and the photographer reached out and asked if we could move it up a week. So I was like, okay, it felt right. The timing felt right. I was excited. We were doing the photo shoot for a new original song that I have coming out this summer, which I'm super excited about. I can't wait to release that song. So that was what we were trying to get like a shot for. It's crazy how much prep work goes into trying to just get one shot, you guys. Yeah. So home from Vegas, the photo shoot gets moved up a week, and I said yes. I thought, you know what? I have a week to prepare and let's do this thing, right? So I just got super disciplined with myself as far as my eating. I did up my cardio one day. Thank God I had the treadmill. I gave up coffee because coffee tends to bloat me, and I also feel like it dehydrates me at the same time. So for my body, coffee just does that, and I love it. I love butter coffee, but anyways, I gave it up for a week, and I felt good. And anytime I do that, I always feel good. And I had coffee every day in Vegas because I was able to get it via room service. So it was like fresh. Oh, I just love that room service. And I loved the whole reset of Vegas too. I got a facial and I got 2 massages. And yeah, so I just felt ready for the photo shoot. I thought, you know what, I'm still kind of in vacay mode. I just needed to like really prep, get my mood board, get the outfits together. And the song that's coming out is about love addiction. So if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see I'm going to post some pics probably closer to the date when it's coming out. But I have a cigarette in my hand, and so like a cigarette that are in some of the pictures, which is off brand for me because here I am talking about wellness and beauty. So like my marketing girl, Lauren, hi Lauren, right away said, Jenna, that's off brand for you. Like, why do you have a cigarette in your hand? And why are you going to post those pictures? Like, it makes no sense for your brand. And I was like, okay, yeah, she's right. She's completely right. But it makes sense for the theme of the song, which is love addiction, but cigarettes actually represent addiction in some way. So I thought it added context to the theme of the song. Anyways, so yeah, I'm on brand today, you guys, because I thought it'd be fun to share some beauty rituals with you guys and also share 8 products that I've been coming back to these products for a year. So these aren't just products that I feel are like my faves or anything. I feel like they're part of my beauty bag at this point. So I thought that would be really cool to share. So yeah, let's get into it. For the photo shoot, speaking of, I tanned my body and I used a brand that was under my cabinet. Normally, I don't use that brand, but I was almost out of the product that I do love, which is Alba Self Tanner. Alba Self Tanner, you can buy it I buy it at my local health food store, Mother's Market, but I'm sure Whole Foods would have it. And I'm sure Sprouts would have it if you don't have a Mother's Market. I believe Mother's Market is only in Orange County, but Alba Self Tanner is my fave. I did not use that product to tan my legs for this photo shoot. I used one that was under my cabinet, or an organic product. And I will tell you that it looked fine for the photo shoot, but it left my legs so blotchy. Like, I literally did this photo shoot 2 weeks ago, and I still have blotchiness from that tanner on my legs. And so FYI, just check and see, even if it says organic, you might want to just do like a patch test on your arm or your leg before you use it. So I highly recommend Alba Self Tanner. It's the cleanest brand that I have found that actually goes on like a lotion and is paraben free. And then there's another one that I do like called Salty Face, but that is a foam. They call it a mousse. So I liked that one too. I like Salty Face, and that's a clean brand. So yeah, so that's kind of like my first product that I wanted to share. And then moving on to a face product that I love. I used it today. I use it actually every day. And when I don't have this product, I'm like, damn, like I wish I had that product, because I'm one that I have to do something for my under eyes every day. Like I have to ice roll, or I have to put eye patches on. Today and yesterday I did green tea. Like I just steep my green tea bags and then I chill them and then I put them under my eyes. So this is all for like puffiness. If you ate salt like the night before, sushi, or anything that puffs up your body or your face, you can get rid of the puffiness. I'm not so sure about the dark circles if you have dark circles, but that's where this product comes in. Like Colleen Rothchild is the brand, Colleen Rothchild, and it's called Illuminated Tinted Eye Cream. And I love it because it has a little bit of it has caffeine in it, which is great. But it also has like a pinkish tone to it. So it really just blends in well to eliminate the dark circles. But anyway, so yeah, those are a couple tips in there. You can use green tea bags for your eye circles. You can do ice cubes. And then another hot tip is you can do like a cold spoon. Like just get a regular spoon from your cabinet, put it in the refrigerator, freeze the spoons, and then put them under your eyes. You can use it all over your face too if you don't have an ice roller. I use the Skinny Confidential ice roller for my face. And I do not do that every day. I probably should, but when I do use it, I like it. You know, like I'll sometimes sit in my sauna for 10, 15 minutes if I have time in the morning, and then I'll ice roll my face, which is like a fun contrast, right? Like, so you're sitting in the sauna and you're ice rolling. So anyways, so yeah, I love that. So, did I do that for the photo shoot? Let me think. I think I had eye patches for the photo shoot, and I think I did the ice roller, but I got my makeup and hair professionally done that day, so that always helps too. Funny story, for the photo shoot, I had on these crazy ass, like long nails, like, and again, this was kind of more me getting into character, right? Like I had on these crazy fake long nails, and they had these studded crosses on them, like almost like diamond studded crosses, and like, I don't know. I was kind of going for the theme of like love addiction, like I'm just in character. Well, anyways, I normally, when I put on long fake nails, they just fall off because it's glue, and they're just like, I'm always using my hands, and they just normally fall off, like naturally fall off. Well, these ones stuck to my fingernails to the point where they're so annoying after the shoot. They were getting stuck in my hair, stuck in my PJs at night, that I would have to like get up and like, go to get up from my sleep and actually like, maneuver the nail off of my PJs. Like it was just, they were so annoying, you guys. Like I was like, get these things off of me. So I literally had to go to the nail salon, and they had to soak these nails off me, right? Well, I had just gotten a mani-pedi with like a normal like manicure pedicure that I had underneath the fake nails. So I was thinking, oh, this is going to be easy. I'm just going to go soak these off, and then I'll have my fresh manicure underneath these nails. Well, that didn't happen. The manicurist lady was like, you're never going to save your manicure underneath your nails, right? And so I was like, really? They look fine to me. Just got to clean them up, like buff this out, like let's do this. And anyways, she gave me a hot tip that I will share. So I had OPI nail polish on underneath the fake nails. And she tells me, she's like, you need to not use the brand OPI every single time you get a manicure. Because she shared with me that the OPI brand has the most chemicals in it, and they will actually make your nails weak and like very thin. So I talk with my hands, and I wanted to say that because I don't have anything on my nails. They don't look pretty right now. But after I did that manicure with her, or I took off the fake nails, she had to take off all my polish, and it was OPI polish. It was like, I forget the name of it, but it's like really like almost black, but it's like a maroon dark black. It's a really cool color. But I said, you know what? Just take all the polish off, and I don't even want to put polish on my nails. I just figured I would give my nails a little break from the OPI nail polish that she told me about that day. And she told me, if you're going to come back, just always pick a different brand. You can always go back to OPI, but she's like, just don't do it every single time because it's really going to ruin your nails. And I was like, wow, okay. Anyway, so I thought I would share, since we're talking about beauty rituals and pretty much clean products. Every product that I'm going to share with you definitely is the cleanest that I could find. I don't want to say organic, but there are two products that I'm going to talk about that are actually definitely organic. They only have one ingredient in them, which I'll get to. But so, yeah, anyways, next product that I want to share is called REPLENIX. And this is a caffeinated sunscreen, SPF 50, hyaluronic acid, squalene, I believe is the other ingredient, green tea. And I have bought this product multiple times. Like, I love it because when I'm not on camera, I normally run around with just this on my face. Like I literally do my morning routine, which I'll share. And then I put on this sunscreen and I don't need anything else. It has a tint to it, it has SPF 50, it has some caffeine, and it has these other green tea extract or whatever it's in there. And I always feel like put together with just this. And so I'll share what it looks like if you want to try to find this. But it's a medical grade ingredient, like I said, and it really works. Yesterday I was running around and I had to go to the bank, and I walked in because I was just going to take cash out at the ATM, and there was a man there that was at the ATM. So he was taking his sweet time, and I had no patience yesterday. So I was like, I'm just going to walk in the bank, get my cash, and then go. And I saw that there was no line. So I walked in the bank, and the tellers, there were 2 women tellers. I believe one of them was like getting trained or something. So there was another woman like standing behind her. But both of them were like so sweet. And they asked me, did you just get a facial? And I was like, God, no. Like I had been running around. Like I said, I had no patience yesterday. I just wanted to get my errands done and, get back to it. And so they asked me if I had just gotten a facial. And I was like, oh no, no, I've been running around. And so I'm telling you guys this because all I had on yesterday was this caffeinated sunscreen. So I love it. I love it. And you're going to have to let me know if you try it. You're going to have to, I don't know, send me a message on Spotify or write a comment in the YouTube section. And you know what I'll do actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I'll put all these, because I'm only going to share 8. Obviously, I love other products, but these are just the 8 that like I said, I keep coming back to. I've been coming back to them for a year. So I'll add all of these products in the show notes on YouTube for you guys. Those are only 8. So, okay, so the next 2 products are definitely for my clean, organic girlies because they only have 1 ingredient in them. And I love them both. I use them daily. I'm always reordering these. And the first one's castor oil. Castor oil. So what does that do? It has a ton of antioxidants, good omegas in the castor oil, rich in fatty acids. It's an intense moisturizer, but it actually holds in moisture. So, yeah, you guys are going to get a visual of how I sleep, but I literally put this castor oil on my face every night, and it's really thick, I will say. So, yeah, if you sleep with a partner, I don't know how that's going to go down, but I do not sleep with a partner right now. So I can get away with this at night, but I really love it. And I just use that as my moisturizer. I feel like it does lock in moisture, so I don't need another moisturizer. And it's really cheap. You're not buying $100 moisturizing cream. You're buying the castor oil. And it's natural, only has 1 ingredient. You can actually use that on your body too. A lot of people say that they put it on their tummy, like their abdomen, and it helps constipation. And they rub it, let's get this right. I believe it's counterclockwise. It's actually from the right side to the left is how you're supposed to rub your tummy when you're like you can't poop. So I definitely know that. So you would place the castor oil on your tummy and then you'd rub it in from right to left, and that's supposed to get your digestion system moving. So castor oil, I mean, you can use it so many ways. People put it on their eyelashes, their eyebrows to make them grow. So there's just so many benefits. You can do your research, but I thought I would add that in because I use it daily. I love it. The other really super organic natural product I want to share, which I use daily, is organic red raspberry seed oil. Again, tons of antioxidants in this oil. a facialist actually told me to start using this, and she told me, her words were, people don't understand how this particular oil could just benefit them. Like this oil alone can benefit you with anti-aging, fine lines and wrinkles. And so there's just so many benefits in organic red raspberry seed oil. And so she told me that. I was like, I'm sold. I think it's $16 on Amazon. Or again, I'm sure you can find it at Sprouts or a health food store. It's a little jar. So if you do plan to use it, just make sure you do like a little bit, like 2 drops. But I use it every day to gua sha. And I love it. I love it. It's simple. And sometimes I'll use that in the morning, just like 2 little drops before I put on my sunscreen for like if you want like a glowier look, or you can use it just under your eyes. I mean, there's just so many ways. So yeah, okay. So we're gonna move on to body, 2 different body products. The first one I want to share is called O Organic Deodorant. So I've been using clean deodorant for years. As soon as I found out that the aluminum in deodorant is not healthy, and because of where it's placed, it can actually seep into your body more easily because it's placed under your arms, and that seeps into your body very fast. And there's just a ton of studies that show that you definitely want something organic in that area. So I have used several different ones, but I haven't used a normal like Secret or anything like that for deodorant in years. I can't even tell you how many years, but I remember like for a while even I was just doing plain coconut oil on my underarms, and that would be fine for me. But I am not one to have a lot of body odor. So if you're one to have a lot of body odor, then obviously I would go and research your organic deodorant. But so, obviously it would have to be a little bit more stronger, but I wanted to get into why you would have body odor, because it's funny. Okay. So Lauren and I were talking about, Lauren is actually the girl that helps me with my marketing. And we were talking about this show, and I was telling her that I'm going to share this deodorant. And she was really interested in organic deodorant. Which one do you use? And so we were talking about it, and I was telling her that my whole like coconut oil tip, and she was like, interesting. I'm like, yeah, but I don't have a lot of body odor. And I said, that really stems from your gut. So basically what I'm trying to share or say is that if you have a lot of body odor, maybe get your gut checked, or your diet needs to be cleaned up. So if you have bad breath or body odor, that's all about your gut and your diet and what's going on inside. Or like I said, if you can't poop, those are toxins. And so that just tells me that you have a lot of inflammation in your body that you need to be mindful of. Clean up the diet and you will have less body odor, less bad breath. You will be pooping. So when it comes to that, I say get alkaline. And I share that on another podcast where I talk about body image. So if you guys want to check that out, that's on YouTube and Spotify. But I talk about being alkaline in your diet, and I talk about an easy way how to do that. You would food combine, or an easier way to do that would be to just up your greens, your fruits, your vegetables. Think the outer rim of a grocery store. That's how I like to think about it, is shop the outer rim of the grocery store and you'll know that you're shopping more alkaline. So normally the outer rim of a grocery store is the fruits, the vegetables, the milks, the yogurts, the healthier uncanned, unprocessed foods. So that's primarily what we're trying to rid of, is processed foods. So I won't get into that whole thing because that's like a whole other episode that I could take a deep dive into the ingredients and all the gums and everything, even in your milks. You have to like look, like recently I just switched to coconut milk, but canned coconut milk. So it has one ingredient in there. I made my matcha with canned coconut milk this morning. It was so yummy. I actually burned it. I actually spilled my matcha all over my kitchen because it was too hot, and I put the frother in there. I shared it on my stories. So that was kind of a hot mess, but other than that, I love just clean ingredients, and I try my best to keep my fridge and my pantry clean as possible. Especially, like I said, I had to get ready for this photo shoot. So I was really, really mindful. And then I kind of dipped afterwards, after the shoot, and I bought this like salad dressing that I normally wouldn't buy, and I ended up throwing it out. So anyways, back to my point is that organic deodorant is definitely the way to go. You do not want aluminum in your deodorant. So the one that I love is O Organic Deodorant. I love the calming French lavender scent. And you can Google them. They have all kinds of different scents. I think they have a lemon one, and then they have this lavender one. But I like the calming idea of the day. So I like to start my day off really calm. Other thing that we can do to detox and get rid of inflammation in the body is you can body brush. You can take a salt bath, which I love doing. You can do magnesium salts, or you can, if you don't have magnesium salts, you can just get your sea salt from the kitchen and put it in your bath. So that's a really cool way to get rid of toxins. You can exercise, you can sweat every day, you can go in the sauna, anything to do to like detox the body. So it's really good. It's definitely part of the beauty ritual, which I'll share. I'll go into more of what I do daily. But I definitely feel like sweating every day or detoxing your body every day is definitely a must if you don't want to smell. No body odor, please, no body odor. Okay. So the other thing, speaking of that, to get your body detoxed and just moving every day, is we want to be eliminating every day, right? We want to be pooping. We want to have a bowel movement every single day. And so the next product I'm going to share, I swear by this product. Every time I am stressed, my gut is the first thing to clench up. It's the first thing that will clench up in my body is my gut. If I don't sleep well, if I'm emotionally triggered, if I ate something that just didn't feel right for my body, my digestive system will just immediately feel that. I honestly feel like it goes back to childhood. Like that was like my first, if I was stressed as a child, which I was a lot, my bowels they would just clench up. The other thing that you'll know if you're stressed, you'll have TMJ. So it's almost like your body's response to trying to control life. So like emotionally and mentally and psychologically, we're trying to control life and we don't like what life is presenting us. So that's our way to like, I'm going to control life. So it's an unconscious thing, right? So I unconsciously will not breathe. And so then that affects my digestion. And then some people will just unconsciously in their sleep have TMJ or grind their teeth because they're trying to control life. So that's kind of another topic that I can go into. We could talk about body parts and the unconscious and all that. But my point is that I love these probiotics that I take. They're called Mega SporeBiotic, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. This is another product that you can find on Amazon. And I have tried every other probiotic, and I swear by this one. The week 1, you take 1 capsule every other day. Week 2, you take 1 capsule per day. And then week 3, you take 2 per day. And I hope that one of you tries this and reports back, because I swear by this product. I love it. And sometimes I go through waves where I don't even take a probiotic, and I try to just eat yogurt every day, which is definitely in my beauty routine, because yogurt is really good for collagen production. And obviously it has a lot of natural probiotics in it. So I try to do that, and then I give that Mega SporeBiotic a rest, because I feel like that's another really important thing to do for your body, is just take a rest off supplements, and just give it a rest and try to get your nutrients all from food. That's actually a tip in my book, is to eliminate or take a breather from too many supplements, because then that actually can cause inflammation in the body, believe it or not. So anyways, yeah, Mega SporeBiotic. I love it. I really, really love it. Okay, so number 8, final product. I wanted to add this in because, again, I looked at like my Amazon like buy-agains, and I've been going back to this product for over a year. I love it. It's Paula's Choice Lip Booster, and it's a hyaluronic acid plus peptides, and the brand is called Paula's Choice. It's the cleanest brand that I have found that actually hydrates my lips, and it has the peptides in it. I don't know if they work. I really don't. But I love the way this feels. It's not sticky. It's perfect for the beauty bag. So check it out. Yeah, Paula's Choice. So yeah, so let's go into just quickly a beauty routine, a fast morning and night beauty routine. And it's really, really simple. And I've been doing this beauty routine for eons. I wrote my book, let's say I started writing it in 17, probably 2016. It took me a couple of years. And then it came out during COVID, 2020. And I was referencing my book for the show, and I do the same thing, the same morning routine, same evening routine, which is in my book. And so basically it's really simple. I get up, I tongue scrape. So if you guys don't know what that is, get a tongue scraper for your tongue before you brush your teeth. Again, we're talking about detoxing your body, not having bad breath, not having body odor. So you actually scrape your tongue prior to brushing your teeth. And you will see that there's so many toxins on your tongue in the morning before you brush your teeth. And you're just scraping those off. Another thing you can do is oil pull. I used to do this religiously. I don't do it as much anymore, but I do scrape my tongue every day. And you can get a tongue scraper anywhere. You can find it on Amazon, go to Mother's Market, go to Sprouts, any Whole Foods, get a tongue scraper and start scraping your tongue every morning. I promise you, you will feel cleaner in your mouth. You'll probably taste food better. And then we don't want odor. So, other than, I was going to share, you can oil pull if you don't want a tongue scrape. So that's simple too. You get a scoop of coconut oil or sesame seed oil. Do your research. It's called, what did I just say? I'm blanking on it. Oil pulling. It's oil pulling. Do your research. So get a sesame seed oil, coconut oil. You place a huge tablespoon of that in your mouth and you swish it around. You do not swallow it. If you do this, I would put it in your mouth, make your bed, and then spit it out, but don't spit it out in the sink because it will clog up your sink. So you want to spit it out in like a paper towel, and then you're just going to throw it out. So that's part of my morning routine. I do either one of those. Tongue scrape for sure. Brush my teeth, come back to bed. I will meditate for 15 to 20 minutes, or I will listen to some sort of spiritual, just morning. I want to start off the day really positive. I want my head to be in the like a good space. And so I am I'm an avid BEST student, and that's bioenergetic synchronization technique. And that's Dr. Sue Morter's work. Dr. Sue Morter is the head of that work, and it's spirituality. I love it. I love it. I write about that in my book as well. So I do some sort of journaling, meditation, something like that, some sort of breathing techniques, tongue scrape, oil pool, body brush, and then I do all of my facial products, which I shared a lot of them with you today. Same thing in the evening. I'll take a salt bath, I'll do a magnesium bath, and then I will do my whole facial products. And again, castor oil, the raspberry seed oil, a lot, more calming stuff in the evening. I'll do a yin yoga for like 10, 20 minutes just to relax the body. You want to like get out of that kind of all day fight or flight mode. And so find something that will relax your body at night, whether that be a meditation, even sometimes putting on like a funny sitcom, like Friends, helps me kind of wind down because I've watched all of those episodes. So I know what's going to come next. So it's kind of like when your brain kind of knows what's going to come next, it just automatically relaxes. So that's another tip you can do. But anything to relax your mind and body at night, even like a walk, a chamomile tea is always nice. A hot cocoa, something just really nice to unwind. So yeah, I think silent time is really good. I love journaling, just getting back into what I really want to create in my life. I mean, I'm a singer, so sometimes music is really great for me to just let loose and sing and just get that day off. And I mean, but if I start singing in the evening, sometimes I can't stop because I love it so much. So I'll start practicing my set list and then I won't stop. Like the other night this week, I practiced for like, I don't know, an hour and a half, 2 hours by myself. And then I couldn't sleep because I was like thinking of all these new songs that I wanted to add to my set list. And yeah, obviously people, like get in with your peeps and don't be around draining people. Be around people that lift you up. I was actually just invited to an open mic night, so that's why I'm practicing my songs. So I'm excited to reconnect with my music friends because you guys, music is so, I can't even explain it. It's like your brain just takes on this different route and you're like just so in a different planet for a couple hours. And it's almost like meditation, but music is just, you're just like checked out and it's like nothing else really matters in the world. Like I love it. So anyways, I will leave you guys on that note. Get into your own music realm, whatever that is for you personally, whether that be walking, going on barefoot on the grass, I don't know, taking a drive with all the windows down and the heater blasted up and your favorite music playing. Go take a drive and sing your ass off, sing your heart out, maybe I should say. Lauren would say, that's not on brand, Jenna. Don't cuss. Anyways, bye you guys. Have a great summer and be well, be good. Use some good beauty products and let me know what you think. Bye.